Meryl Streep, the woman often described as the Queen of Hollywood, has spent her entire life shaping the world of cinema, and the staggering fortune she leaves behind is a reflection of just how extraordinary her journey has been. For decades, fans and critics alike have marveled at her talent. But behind the spotlight was a woman who worked relentlessly to build not only a career filled with achievements, but also a financial legacy that would outlast her. When the news of her fortune came to light, it did more than surprise her family. It moved them to tears. Because every dollar symbolized years of sacrifice, resilience, and a devotion to her craft that can never be measured in money alone. From her earliest days, Meryl Streep proved that she was destined for greatness. Her breakout performance in Kramer vs. Kramer earned her an Academy Award and set the stage for a career filled with powerful roles in films like Sophie's Choice, Out of Africa, and The Devil Wears Prada. Each performance not only brought her critical acclaim, but also elevated her status as one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood. While many actresses struggled to maintain relevance after a certain age, Streep continued to land leading roles well into her 60s and beyond, breaking barriers in an industry notorious for sidelining women. With each role, her influence and her earnings grew. But Meryl's staggering fortune is not simply the product of acting paychecks. She was wise in her approach to wealth, making calculated choices that secured her family's future. Real estate holdings in desirable locations, wise investments, and her careful management of endorsements and projects all contributed to her financial empire. Yet unlike many celebrities, Meryl never flaunted her wealth. Her lifestyle was elegant but modest, her priorities always rooted in family and work rather than extravagance. This is one of the reasons her family became so emotional at the realization of her fortune. It reflected a lifetime of discipline and humility, not reckless spending or ego-driven choices. The fortune also carries a deep emotional weight for her children. To them, it represents more than luxury. It is proof of the countless days and nights Meryl poured into her career, often sacrificing her personal comfort to bring unforgettable characters to life. They saw her as a mother first, an actress second, and yet the legacy she left in both roles is intertwined. Watching her leave behind such staggering wealth reminded them of the extraordinary woman who juggled two demanding worlds, the bright lights of Hollywood and the intimate bonds of family life. Their tears were not just for what she accomplished, but for the realization of how much she gave of herself in the process. For fans, hearing about Meryl Streep's fortune underscores the idea that true greatness is not only about accolades but also about perseverance. Her wealth mirrors her impact, showing how one woman's dedication to excellence can translate into cultural and financial immortality. Unlike fleeting stars, her fortune was built on decades of consistency, brilliance, and the respect she commanded across the industry. In the end, the staggering fortune Meryl Streep leaves behind is not about numbers. It is about legacy. It is about a woman who never compromised her artistry, who inspired millions with her performances, and who quietly ensured her family's future would always be secure. The tears of her loved ones are not just from grief, but from overwhelming pride. Meryl Streep's life was a masterpiece, and the fortune she leaves behind is simply another chapter in her story of greatness.